What up, gang of language? Carolina Jackpot time coming at you. It's Saturday evening. Means it's February the 6th. And they say we might get some snow tonight here in the upstate of South Carolina. I believe it when I see it. I think it's now mostly just changed to a cold rain, which, I don't know. It's good with me either way. The snow never sticks around too long. It's just long enough to be an inconvenience. Never beautiful. Just always... causing problems out there because these idiots around here, they can't drive in any type of weather other than sunny and 70 degrees. At any rate, South Carolina basketball today. And I know y'all say, well, Jackpot, we're here for the football videos. We're here for the football video. We don't like talking basketball. We don't like talking about it. Listen, okay, I'm a Gamecock. I'm a big old cock. And I pull for all those teams, right? And if things aren't going to suit me and to suit most of the fan base, because if they're not going to suit me, odds are there are a lot of yous who they're not going to suit either. Man, this fucking basketball team is really pissing me off. And Frank Martin, dude, I don't know what to say to you. I look at Frank Martin, okay? I remember 10, 12 years ago seeing him on the sideline at Kansas State. Just watching basketball games, and I'm like, damn, that's an intense-looking motherfucker. Never did think anything else about it until he becomes our head coach, right? And 2012. He's been here almost 10 damn years. And we had a couple of rough seasons. Then he kind of rights the ship a little bit. Nothing really impressive. And then we make an NIT one year. I mean, that's great. And then the magical Final Four run. Who will forget that? Sindarius Thornwell. All right. And crew, man. That was sweet. I mean, it really was. It was sweet. PJ Dozier, also big star on that team. But, man, other than that, we haven't done shit in the SEC. We haven't done anything. This team hasn't made a mark in the SEC, well, unless it's a skid mark. Hasn't finished above 10th, but maybe, just a handful of times. And right now, we are sitting here with a 5-7 record overall. Okay, half of our games haven't been played. They've been postponed. It says postponed on the schedule. They're canceled. Didn't play Clemson. Didn't play a whole slew of non-con games. Have missed like 2 or 3 games in the conference. Hadn't done a great job down there. Frank hasn't of taking care of the team, keeping them COVID-free. Which you can say, well, that might not exactly be his fault. I hate to say it. As shitty as a football coach as he was, as much as I loathe him, Will Muschamp, his team didn't miss any games. I'm just saying, they didn't. And Frank Martin, I don't know what's wrong there. They say he's had COVID. He's had it twice. He looks bad on the sideline. If you've seen him, shaved all his hair off. Some people thought he had cancer. I don't know about that. I think that would probably be public if he did, but I don't think he does. But, man, this team is just really pissing me off and pissing a lot of us off. 5-7 right now. You got blown out last Saturday by Vanderbilt, a team that was 0-6 in conference play, right? 0-6. On the road, you get blown out. You're down by like 27 points at one time. You come back and only lose by 8, so you make it look halfway respectable. Today, you play Mississippi State, another shitty team from the SEC. Well, it's not the West or the East here. It's just all the SEC, right? It's hard for me to keep from saying that. Another shitty team. And for the people that say, well, they're not that shitty. They lost to Alabama, but it was close. Yeah, they did. They also lost to Texas A&M, who's probably the worst team in the conference. They're not any good, and you get blown out by them. And the same thing, oddly, that has plagued the football team for the past several years seems to be plaguing this team. There's no offense. And there's no get back on defense. that game against Vanderbilt, I didn't see any of these. Vanderbilt was hitting threes like they were just shooting fish in a barrel. I mean, just they did whatever they wanted to do. No hands in the face. I mean, you weren't getting back when you did get a rebound. It was pathetic, pathetic. And today was probably sure more of the same. I didn't watch one damn stitch of it because I worked, but I heard the end of it on the radio, and it made me so mad. I had to turn it off, and I hate to get like that, man, about teams. Now with my Gamecock football team, I won't turn that shit off until it's over with. For the most part, I have turned a few of them off, radio-wise or TV-wise. The Texas A&M game this year, I turned off in the third quarter. But that was only because the Taters were playing Notre Dame, losing. So I don't have any kind of split screen in here. None of that fancy smashy stuff. Didn't feel like getting my iPad out because I just didn't want to. And I only watched the one game. And I turned ours off. But that's rare cases that I'll turn any of our games off. But basketball, I will. If they are giving me that hard of a time. Just guys, I mean, something's got to give. Yes, they beat Florida on Wednesday night on the road. They were ranked number 22. What did they do? I mean, it's a do-wop-wop feel-good win. But then you look at the whole body of work, and it's not good. They went on the road, played at Houston early in the season. Houston's ranked, I think, in like the top 10. What? I mean, they played them close. Doesn't matter. If you're doing that, when you turn around, you're losing to Mississippi State, you're losing to Vanderbilt. And say what you want to about this team from the upstate up here at basketball. They're not even good at basketball either, chatbot. Clemson looks better at basketball than we do. I hate to say it. That pains me to give them credit for any damn thing. Other than like having the most STDs, but they are better than us. They're better than us. Yes, they've gotten blown out a couple of times, but at least when they're getting blown out, they're getting blown out by good teams. South Carolina gets blown out by shit shows like Auburn and Vanderbilt. And for me, I've just had enough, man. Frank Martin's his record is like 152 and 124, I think, after this most recent bed shitting. Dude, it's time. They're not going to fire him after this season because it is, quote unquote, a COVID year. You know why I say that with air quotes? I've told you guys a million times. Is because every year from here on out, or at least the next foreseeable future, will be a COVID year because of the domino effect that this year will have on these sports, these institutions, and these programs, not just monetarily, but psychologically, recruiting-wise, and the whole 9 yards. So they better get straightened out next year. You've got some NBA talent, supposedly, on this team with A.J. Lawson and maybe Seventh Woods, kid that came from North Carolina. Not looking like it right now. Not looking coached up very well. Not looking very disciplined. And, turning the ball over a lot. Shot 29% today in the first half. My fat ass could do that. I really could. Just stop. Stop doing that. Stop losing to shit teams. Do something. Win the games that you're supposed to damn win. It's just like I tell that damn football team. Win the ones you're supposed to win. I don't give a damn. It's like in 2019 in football, I would have traded that win on the road at Georgia if they could have beaten the teams they're supposed to beat, like Missouri, like Appalachian State, like Tennessee, like North Carolina. I would take that 4-for-1 fucking trade-off. Well, maybe I would take it because it would mean Muschamp would probably still fucking be there. But you get what I'm saying. Win the ones you're supposed to win. I don't care that you went to the Final Four one time. Guess what, dude? That's your only Final Four appearance. It's your only damn NCAA appearance since you've been here. You've been here for 10 damn years. 10 years. Only one. You've only been to the NIT one time. South Carolina used to own the NIT. Back when Dave Odom was here, we owned the NIT. Won the son of a bitch 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row. Who does that? We were the two-time NIT champions in a row. Might not seem impressive, but it is. One time you've been to the NCAA tournament and you made it to the Final Four. Congratulations. I would have rather had 4 NCAA tournament appearances where 2 times you didn't make it out of the round of 64, maybe 1 time you made it to the round of 32, maybe 1 time a Sweet 16. At least that means you're building something there. We haven't built shit. We haven't built shit except for mediocrity. The women's basketball team at South Carolina has won 29 conference games in a row. 29 conference games in a row. You probably ain't won 29 conference games in the last damn 6 years together. It's time for a change. If we can't get something going next year, if this team doesn't make an NCAA tournament next year, I wouldn't continue on with this dude. I really wouldn't, because we're just treading water. It's just the status quo. We just think, after a while, here's Frank. Here's Frank. He's our basketball coach. And you get blinders on after a while. I've took my blinders off a long time ago. And this shit ain't damn working. It's not working for me. There's no excuse for that women's basketball team. They're that damn good. If Dawn Staley can get those girls playing like that and playing at a champion, they are at an elite level. They're at an elite championship level. If this was college football, they're at like a Clemson or an Ohio State level. They just are. Our basketball team is at a South Carolina football level in basketball. That's what we are. So, Frank, it's time to get something going, or pack your bags and get the hell out of Columbia, dude. Y'all have a good evening. I'll see you later. Peace. I'm out of here. Go Cox. Woo!